Just sitting there watching Van Jones speak on the Tyree Nichols situation, which is heart wrenching, but don't surprise us. I like the conversation that he's and the knowledge that he's kicking because it's so true and it's so dear to us and near to us that we we know it, but I don't think society know it. He hit it right on the head. It don't matter if they black, white, yellow, green. They police officers. Either they're gonna be one, going to be decent police officers, or two, they're gonna be like everybody else. So just because they're black don't mean a thing. But it's appalling, and it makes me sick to my stomach that I seen 5 brothers beat up on a brother and kill a brother. But at the same time, it don't surprise me. You live long as I've lived and many other people before us, this, that, and the other. You know there's 2 types of black people. Whether you like it or not, there's 2 types of black people. Those that recognize their ethnicity, recognize their race, recognize who they are. Then you got those that identify with the others. And you know who I'm talking about. It's been that way for a long time. And it's not new to anyone. It's real. And, well, if it is new to you, then I beg to differ that it's new. Maybe you just hadn't paid attention. But Van Jones hit it right on the head. He did that. I got to give it to him on that. The black officers, they should be treated just like the white officers. They should be treated like the green officers, the blue officers, the purple officers, whatever color officer it is. They all should be treated as the same. Because once you put that badge on, they only see one thing. The boys in blue. Now, I can say that I have experienced difference because I come from a family who had law enforcement, senior, law enforcement and so forth. And they would often, far too often, they would police the police because what they were doing is correcting. You had sergeants, you had captains, you had, the brass that was out on, watching and monitoring these law enforcement. Everyone knows, if you've had any affiliation with law enforcement, the academy does not train these people to be law enforcement. They train them to learn this and learn ways to increase revenue for the department and make a stance for the department. Now, cultural awareness, how to get along with people and all that. Now, 99% of law enforcement, people that go into law enforcement, they got a history, whether you like it or not. They got an ulterior motive for want to be a police officer. 9 times out of 10 is not to save lives, to be there, to prevent crime, to fix this and that. No, that's a low percentage. The rest of them, they got a chip on their shoulder. They have a what do you call? They have a mission. Look into their past. Matter of fact, don't look into their past. Look into the actual problem. The actual problem is the department, the head. See, we're attacking the tail and the ass and all that. Attack the head. It starts with your vote for these mayors and these governors and these judges and everybody that sits there and reap the benefits from what the police do. Because see, it's a money racket. It's an extreme. How is it that a police officer can make over $100,000 a year and their base pay is $50? I don't. You know what? I got nothing but respect for the outstanding officers out there. Like I say, come from family. But the ones that are corrupt, crooked, and this, that, and the other, I don't bar none. Never have. I don't. You know what? Don't be pissed off at me because you're stupid and you're doing dumb things. You got an opportunity to do something right, but you choose to try to do you're trying to be what we call trying to be white. Be who you are. Don't go along to get along. You black. You black. I ain't saying nothing against white people. I'm not doing that because, hey, the Rainbow Coalition is, to me, my Rainbow Coalition, they all outstanding. They real people. They ain't trying to do this and trying to do that and this, that, and the other. They ain't shucking and jiving and kissing, boot licking and all that kind of stuff. They ain't doing that. They real people. The guys that's in my circle, they real people. So, Van, I can honestly say, Mr. Jones, you did an outstanding job. You hit it right on the head, because black cops in black neighborhoods are sometimes, or most often, worse than any other race that is out there on black people. Yeah, because those officers wanted to get out the hood. I remember when Boys in the Hood, when I think it was Boys in the Hood, when that black cop said, "I can't stand you." You know what? The boys, they did that. They told the truth. They told the truth. Black cops, 90% of black cops, you got a low percentage that are straight and narrow, straight and great officers. So that's a low percentage, because, like I say, 90% of them that go in there, they got chips on their shoulder. They got something they need to get. They need to take care of. They got issues. How is it? I've seen a video where the young man was in the wheelchair, and all these officers were shoving him in a cell, and they was beating his brother and stuff like. And there was a brother there. I don't know what he was trying to do. I didn't see him throw a blow, but he sure wasn't trying to get him up out of there. But he was smiling when they took. I'm like, man, what is wrong with these people? It goes back, way back. It's like everything else in the world. We keep talking about black people, African American, this and that, racism, this and that. You know what? Somebody said it back in the 80s. Leave white people alone. They're not the racist ones. They just being themselves. The racist ones we need to pay attention to is people that look like you and I, that don't like it, can't stand it, think they better, they affiliate with other nationalities versus black people. They talk down on black people. They don't do nothing for black people. They sit up and talk about black people. They lazy. They don't want to do this. And then because they self-proclaim themselves as being superior. So yeah, this one here is going deep, going real deep, because when you shucking and jiving, when you stepping and fetching, when you going along to get along, when you bootlicking, when you kissing ass, when you up there rubbing shoulders thinking you just like them and this, that, and the other, at the end of the day, how much money they putting in your pocket? That's the $1 million question. But I can tell you how much money you're putting in theirs. A hell of a lot. You need to wake the hell up. Cause I'm going to tell you like this here. For those of you don't like it, 2 tears in a bucket, you know the rest. The truth hurts. The number one sellout created an organization that stemmed to other organizations that created the white Negro. Yeah, you heard me say it. The white Negro. And those are the ones who are dancing and stepping and hoo-hawing and branding themselves with the symbol of the people who murdered their ancestors. That is the beginning and damn sure not the end. Because I don't care where you came from, where you were raised, where you grew up, what schools you attended, how you talk, how you walk. If your skin black, you are black. And don't get mad at me, because I care enough to tell you the truth. The people you rubbing shoulders with, him horn, y'all sitting up next to him and all that good stuff. Imagine what they say about you when they go home. But you ain't gonna come over to us. Oh, them niggas ain't doing nothing over there, man. Man, they over there drinking and doing this and that, getting out, selling drugs and all this and that and the other. I got to say something that just shut the hell up. I like with Brother Umar. Y'all might not like him because he tell it like it is. I've been following that brother since he came on the scene. I like what he says. You got HBCUs that are self-proclaiming themselves to be superior over the average black people because they're in college at a HBCU. They've joined these fraternities and sororities, which are governed by and created by one of the biggest sellout that started the sellout thing. Dr. Fred P. Minton was the one who sold it because he wanted to get down with the Skull and Bones, but Skull and Bones wasn't going to let him because he's black. He couldn't become a part of the fraternities, the white fraternities, so he created his own Divine Nine. And then okay, let me put something on there. Let me do it like this here. Give me one thing that y'all have that sets you different from the rest of us. Just identify one thing. If you say college, I'm gonna laugh at you because everybody knows except you guys. All y'all you ain't paying attention to history or nothing like that. You don't read history. You read the crap that the South, especially if you get it in the South. You got a 150-year-old education system that the Department of Education been fighting the daughters of the Confederate who write and written and critiques what goes into the history books in the South. It's so outdated. They've been fighting. Department of Ed been trying to get that crap out of there for the longest. Then you got race theory and all this stuff. But y'all sitting there bootlicking and hey, Malcolm said it best. Malcolm said it best. They did. But you think just because you brand yourself, man, you know we call that in the country. You branding yourself? Okay, you cow. Yeah, you cow. And you dance around here like who showing Greek signs. Greeks were the one who annihilated your ancestors. Almost annihilated. But the Egyptians, they fought back. That's your history. Don't deny it. Stop. And this elite crap. Money don't make the world go round. Money is what knocks your ass on the ground. 1 minute you up, next minute you looking up. Because money is the white man game. And that's why you got different ethnicities that will not engage with you. Lulac, they take care of their people. The Indians, they take care of their people. Chinese, they take care of their people. White people, they take care of their people. People of color, Van Jones, thumbs up, my brother. You did a good job on that. You did a good job on that, man. Those brothers want to be white. They walk like a duck, quack like a duck. Hell, treat them like a duck. Y'all want to hear more of this information? Because I got a hell of a lot more to go. I didn't get this gray on my beard by sitting around looking and him hard and shucking and jiving and hey, yeah, that's right. I don't do that. Never have, never will. See, because my parents, both of my parents, were affiliated. They were affiliated. And a lot of people don't even like it. Either they were Masons, part of Black Panther Party. They did everything. And yeah, so have I. Stay tuned. If you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap that bell so you know when I'm doing something else. Leave me comments down in the bottom. Leave me comments down there. But keep it real. Don't come at me half-stepping. Because I really don't bar none. I don't care for foolish and ignorance and stupidity. And I'm damn sure ain't scared of you if you feel like you all that and then some. Because see, right now, we can agree to disagree if you mature enough to do that. So y'all be safe out there. I'll holler at y'all. Peace out.